For this project, I have placed my happiest summer memories side by side in a digital collage to symbolize the importance of this particular place to myself and to my family. In Indigenous culture, many nations believe that the eagle is sacred because it flies closest to the Creator, symbolizing respect, honor, strength, courage, and wisdom. I intend to draw from this symbol to express how treaty knowledge has enlightened my truth seeking journey and personal and professional development in a meaningful and personal way. In this regard, the eagle represents my late stepfather watching over my family from heaven as we continue to meet and celebrate his memory at his favorite summer place, Tobin Lake. My journey to understanding myself in relation to treaties, or Muskasuin, has taught me the importance of knowing where I have come from, what I have been through, and where I intend to be. In the spirit of Tepwewin, I use this project to admit difficult and necessary truths with as much precision and accuracy as possible. Before my education courses, I have never appreciated how land purchases in Saskatchewan was just a tiny piece of a more extensive colonization of First Nations traditional practices and cultures. I will focus this critical discussion on the location of Nipawin, Saskatchewan, specifically the resort of Tobin Lake Village, our favorite camping spot. The resort village of Tobin Lake is 5 kilometers north of Nipawin, a town translating from the Cree word Nipawi as a waiting place. This area has a prosperous fur trade history and was named to reflect how the men would turn to their families and say, "Wait here," before paddling away on the trading route. The creation of 2 hydro dams flooded lands where Indigenous peoples once gathered and waited for their loved ones to return and offered a place for friends and voyagers to sleep and share stories upon their travels. Thus, the creation of Tobin Lake has heavily impacted many Indigenous communities, including the Cumberland House, Red Earth, and Shoal Lake Cree First Nations of Treaty 5 territories. Treaty 5 Métis and First Nations communities have since come together to place signs along the highway by these dams to welcome visitors to the region and remind people they are entering a traditional area. Analyzing the parallelism between my family's connection to Tobin Lake and the simultaneous detrimental harm to the surrounding Indigenous communities is my way of expressing my commitment to Tepwewin. I hold past and future memories of my family together at Tobin Lake as something sacred. I do not intend to draw equality between myself and the Indigenous people's experiences. However, I use my emotional and spiritual connection to my family and this place so that empathy may guide me through my understanding of Kicha Asut Matoin, the Cree's concept describing the sacred undertakings written in the treaties. The First Nations people draw a family analogy when describing treaty relationships and responsibilities of all its family members, where the father is the creator and the nation are his children. Like children, all nations are meant to live harmoniously and love one another. The Cree concept, Wakotowin, describes the responsibilities of all nations to care for one another and the land, much like members of a dynamic family unit caring for their home. I have consistently recognized the importance of family and continue to nurture my connections with those close to me. I use this connection to appreciate this analogy and continue to examine how the laws of Wakotowin apply to my own story. Kindness, love, and empathy are essential in sustaining relations with others close to us, or even those from different parts of the world, and are core aspects of all sacred treaty agreements. Through seeking truth and opening a dialogue within myself and my family, I hope we can step towards a sense of appreciation of our treaty relations with the land and our nations of both human and more than human nature. Thank you.